Why is the Prime Minister spending so much time in southern India? Every day, every other day, he's in South India. In the last elections, in the last Lok Sabha elections, out of 129 seats in the 5 states in southern India, the BJP won just 29. A bulk of it came from Karnataka. Why do you in the BJP believe this time the south will be your new frontier and you'll be able to conquer the new frontier?
Well, you know, if I applied that logic, I could apply it to the rest of the country. There was a time, there were many states where there were no BJP MPs. So, in a way, every state, I mean, for a party like BJP, was a new frontier at some point. Why today, I mean, I don't know how many of you saw the pictures of the Prime Minister's road shows in Coimbatore and Palagat, etc. Look at the response that he's getting. So, my sense is, I mean, ultimately the results will tell. But as someone who's been traveling a fair amount, certainly to Kerala, I mean, Karnataka is a different case. There's already a strong history with BJP out there. My sense is, political opinion in those states is changing. That people today contrast, they've seen the benefits of good governance, that many of the changes of the last decade, as you say, the Anna Yojana, the food support, the Mudra scheme, the Awas Yojana for the housing, what the vendors, informal economy is getting, Swanidhi, the Jal Jeevan mission, the power connection, the road building. So when the Kisan Samman Nidhi so if you put all this together, they today realize, and particularly if you add to this health and insurance, they today realize that, look, because you are getting good governance out of the center, and these schemes have been pushed by the center, they have benefited literally tens of crores of people. They are looking, at a very, very different way, both at the center and at the BJP. The second, I would say, our sense of ourselves as a nation and society is also changing. There is today, I mean, you refer to it in a very different way, saying, why are people taking an interest in foreign policy? Yeah. I would argue one of the reasons they are taking an interest in foreign policy is they have a stronger sense of what this nation is about. And the South is, as deeply, if not more so, that sentiment as the rest of the country. And I think the combination of all these things is actually, it's certainly, anybody objective would tell you something is changing out there. You can see that, you can feel that. Now, we'll have to see how it goes, but I can tell you there's a fair degree of confidence about how this will work out electorally.
You mentioned about the sense of identity, sense of pride. No doubt it's gone up in the last 5-10 years, but in the South there's also regional identity. And one of the narratives, you can call it a trope if you want, particularly from the southern parties, is that your party is anti-South India, you're a North Indian party, you're a Hindu imposition party. As somebody who is a Delhi boy, but your family is from the southern part of this country, how would you counter that narrative?
Well, look, I think by now Prime Minister Modi has put that kind of propaganda to rest. He's contested it very, very effectively. But you have not had a Prime Minister of this country who has so visibly associated anything national with what you would call regional issues. I mean, it could be, the fact that we've taken foreign policy out there, the fact, I mean, even the parliament, the Sengol issue, the fact he did a Kashi Tamil Sangamam, or in fact also, a Tamil Saurashtra. So he's taken enormous pains to actually counter that kind of propaganda which has vitiated our politics for many, many decades. And my sense is today you're getting that traction.
My next question is in two parts. First part, I know you'll dodge, but I'm still going to ask. But the second part is a little more weighty. The first part is, are you contesting the upcoming Lok Sabha election?
Second part?
The second part is, does it make a difference in your, practicing of foreign policy if you're an elected politician as opposed to one who is nominated to the Rajya Sabha?
It's a hard one because if you look at the previous foreign ministers of India, you've had a mix. My immediate predecessor, Sushma Ji, was from Lok Sabha, and many of her predecessors. So it's a mixed issue. The fact is, today, certainly speaking from a BJP perspective, I can tell you how much focus there is on constituency, on ensuring delivery, on making sure that last mile, that leave no one behind message goes through. So when I look at my, I'm a parliamentarian of 5 years juniority. So I'm still a relatively new person, and therefore I'm very curious how does that peer group work. And I look at especially the effort which Lok Sabha MPs put in, and it's staggering. It's not, by the way, that the Rajya Sabha MPs have a ball. Because certainly where the BJP is concerned, you have governance responsibilities, you have party responsibilities. You are on, really it's a 365-day kind of calendar. But there's always that balancing your focus and attention with what are foreign policy issues, with other responsibilities that you may have. It may be Lok Sabha, it may be something else as well. You've had ministers who were not Lok Sabha members, but who as foreign ministers had many other responsibilities to do.
So you're not answering the first part?
No. No.
No, but since you said that the BJP gave so much attention to constituencies, is there a preferred constituency that you would like to fight from if the party asks you to?
No, I think when I said I wasn't answering the first part, bowling a googly still doesn't mean the ball is going to be played.